Greetings and salutations. My name is Xenogard, and today we're going to be taking a look at Runic. It is another bullet heaven kind of survival game. However, in this one, you get to kind of like customize and craft the spells that you use. You get different runes, and you can combine those in different ways and upgrade them, all sorts of things like that. I'm going to play the game for about 30 minutes or so, do a full run, and then at the end of the run, I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts on the game. So if you just want to check out my thoughts on the game, you can go ahead and skip the end, no problem. But if you want to check out a little bit of gameplay, go ahead and stick around. But real quick, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the settings. We get basic video settings here, separate audio sliders, always nice to see. Screen effects, screen shake, stuff like that, shake on cast. I might turn the screen shake off, but for right now, we're gonna leave it on. I didn't have too much of a problem with it before. We have a bunch of different unlocks that we can get. So far, there's like a selection of 8 in each different type. We're gonna go with, I think, just the basic stuff for right now, except for the hat. We unlock the horn helmet, and we get initial spells have +1 link. I'll show what link does in a moment. We have different levels that we can go to in different difficulties. I think I'm just going to stick with the Endless Plains currently. But you know what? Let's go to the Shadowlands. We might banish ourselves to the Shadow Realm. Yeah, we'll stick with this for now. So we have 4 runes that we can pick from. These are like the main spells in the game. We have Bolt, which does, knockback, a little bit of damage. It has like a pretty quick cast time. Blast, which does like a little explosion and a little radius. Aura, this leaves like a little AoE circle on the ground. It doesn't actually create an aura around your character. It's kind of weird the way it works. Like, it sort of creates an aura around your character, but it's not persistent. You still have to cast it. And then we have Summon, which summons like a little ghosty friend. I haven't messed around too much with Summon, but I think we might try it out this turn. But so far, Aura has been like one of the best things we have. But up here in the top left, this is where we slot our different spells into. And then this little skull with an icon pointing to the right of it is where our linked spells. So whenever this spell gets a kill, we will have this spell over here be cast. We can have spells both on our right and left click. And we're going to go ahead and start the game. Down here would be our inventory to store any spells that we're not using so that they don't automatically get equipped. And then if we get 3 runes of the same kind, we can upgrade it. And it seems to be that we can upgrade it infinitely. But anyway, enough with the little ramble out of the way. Let's just start playing the game, shall we? So you can see a little R around my character. It doesn't persist. We have to cast it. So we'll go ahead and do that. I think I'm going to go for like... Well, we're going to see what the game gets. So with linking, we don't really need linking because we already have link automatically. So let's see what else we can choose. 1 bounce, a blast, knockback, damage, or some cooldown time. I think we'll go with, no, I'm going to take well, we took blast. So yeah, we'll equip blast onto our R for right now. So anytime we get a kill with it, we will do a little blasty. Do we want mana cost, duration, another aura, or mana regen? We might go with mana regen. I found it to be very good, so we can always keep our spells up. But also this shield, gain a shield that regenerates in 120 seconds. I tend to like kind of get clipped every once in a while, so having a health on like a damage point on a regen, it would be pretty good. You can see the little explosion happening when we kill enemies. Let's go. We could get bounce, +1 size, or a max health. Let's go with freezing. I'm gonna actually put that on the explosion. Maybe not. Maybe we switch it to our main ability. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it to the main ability in a second. You can do it at any point in time. So just go ahead and shift us around so you can freeze things. Aura. We could go with another aura, or we could start upgrading our aura to the next level. I'll go ahead and do that. Attack these little ghosties and skeletons. Get away from me. Oh, at the bottom of this screen, you can see like a little arrow pointing in a direction. There are different like sigils that we have to go and like defend and then go fight boss monsters and things of that nature. We need to find, I believe it's 4 different sigils. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4. We go find them, defend them, then kill the bosses that they spawn. It's like the secondary objective. There we go. Brain got there. So we'll go with another blast. Start upgrading the blast. I've never actually gotten a tier 2 blast, so I don't know what it does. Find out. Let's go ahead, slowly start making our way down. We'll go ahead and take the aura, this way we can go ahead and show off the upgrading system. Go ahead, place through here. I would like to see some sort of like speed. I can't figure out if there's like a speed way to put this in here. I know there's like a speed way to equip things. I think it's like control. Maybe not. Maybe I'm lying. I thought I control clicked or shift click something. Okay. That is right clicking. We'll take it out. Can we put it? Can we make it combined? Okay. Well, right click equips and unequips it. It's good to know that. Doesn't seem to be an easy way to get all three of them in the upgrade thing. But then we get to pick an upgrade room. And if I'm not mistaken, I mean, I don't know, I haven't seen it yet, but I don't see a reason why we couldn't upgrade these, like, get a bunch of runes and then upgrade to this one, and then get 3 of these and upgrade again. I'm not certain if that's a thing that exists in the game. I haven't been able to test it out yet, but there's nothing saying to me that we can't. So I think here we're gonna we can get Focus Aura, which is minus 50% size, but it does a bunch of more damage in a singular like location. Lingering Aura, which just lasts a little bit longer, or Massive Aura, which is just a much bigger radius. I think we're gonna go with Lingering Aura. I really like just it hanging around for a little bit longer. We're gonna go ahead and do that. I think I'm gonna, we do have a mana system over here in the top left. I think I am gonna start getting like either reduction in cost or mana regen. I found both of those to be quite good. So I think here we might go with another shield, maybe burning. We'll have like a little bit of freeze and burn going on. Could have got the other shield to like start leveling up the shield, but I'm not super concerned about it right now. Oh, there's a lot of enemies coming all of a sudden. I think here we are going to go with mana regen. Let's go. Alright, I got this. We got this. We got this. Just skirt through. Skirt through. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, we are a destructive force at the moment. Do we want experience gain? More mana regen? Get little ghosties? I think we're going to take the mana regen here. Let's go. Just absolutely crushing and decimating at this moment. Let's go. Alright, we've got that. So we have to go track down the first Guardian. Let's get to him. Found getting to them like pretty quickly before enemy waves start overwhelming us entirely is probably a good idea. Although, like many games of this genre, you kind of want to also like balance out leveling and stuff. Oh no. Got these little candle guys that shoot bullets at us. I want to take them out as quickly as possible just because I find dodging the bullets in this game actually very difficult. Because it's kind of, I will say this about the bullets. Go ahead, take this blast real quick. But I will say this about the bullets. Because of their color and they don't have anything like around them to like make it easier to see them, it becomes very easy for them to get lost in the mix, which is something I would like to see maybe addressed. Maybe like a little like effect around them that makes them easier to differentiate from what is going on. So we got Focus Blast, minus size, but does a bunch more damage. Lingering Blast. So the blast, I'm not sure what that does. Is it knockback? Is it duration? How does a blast have duration? Does it just, I mean, I would assume the explosion thing just sits there longer. I don't know, that's kind of weird. We'll go with Massive Blast here. Just because the other options, like, if we want explosions, we want big boom booms. That is what makes explosives good. Oh no! Another hit. Yeah. They're kind of hard for my brain to track, at least. I don't know. You might be good at tracking these things. I find it very difficult to kind of like see where all these bullets are flying. So I want to take these guys out. There's not a lot of enemies that shoot at you in this game, so it's kind of weird that these come so early on. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, I've got us back to roughly where we were when we died. Build is essentially the same. Some slight differences currently. I will go over those when we get our next rune. But we are facing off the first boss. Stank is here. Trying to take him out. Trying to get these little candle guys as quickly as we can so they don't become a huge problem for us because they are a big problem for us. So I want to get rid of as many of them as we can so they don't stack up too much. So yeah, we still doing an aura build. We have a second aura that's being cast, although we might take this third aura so we can get an upgrade. And then we just have some damage, freezing, and we did get an upgraded split rune. We got 3 split runes, and we chose the one that gives us 20% more damage and 2 splits. And then we just have a shield and mana regen currently. So that is the build we're rocking. Hopefully this time we will not be taken out by these little candle guys, but we'll go ahead and take this aura here. And I think I'm going to upgrade to the Lingering Aura once again. Let's go ahead and do that. And Lingering Aura. Let's go. Right, back into the game. Get rid of these candle guys as quickly as we can. While attempting to go after Stankus. Making our way in. Making our way. Making our way. Making our way. Go ahead and slowly circle around. Try not to let them become a problem. As long as we get to them quickly, they're not going to become a problem. Alright, I think that's pretty good. I don't think any more are spawning. It's just the one. It's just the one. We'll get them in a second. So I think here... Oh, other thing that we are using a different character this time. I used the knight character. I unlocked him and he gives +2 max health. Having a little bit extra health buffer, probably good. So gonna do that. I think I'm going to take... I'm going to take the experience gain here. Put that right there. Try to work our way towards Stankus again. We did not get the little candle guy. Got him. There we go. Now we don't have anything to worry about. And we got Stankus down. Much better. Much better. This run is going much smoother. Our damage is pretty good as well. Try to get this boss chest. Alright. Choice of a trinket. We get a mirror shard. Any projectile that shoots the mirror copy in the opposite direction. Could be pretty good. We're not really focusing on projectiles, so not going to do that right now. Kill every visible enemy every 2 minutes. I mean, that could be good. Or leave a trail of burning fire behind you. I've used this before. I didn't really find it all that impactful. So out of all of these trinkets, I think the Destroyer is probably the best one. Although I will say this, these are kind of the weakest options I've seen here. I've seen like other ones that like have enemies drop healing items, which is very strong. Just can't think of too many off the top of my head that are available. But I feel like those were the weakest choices that I've seen. But I feel like those, because they're pretty rare, you only get a total of 4 of them, they should be significantly more impactful. Like all of the options. I don't think the little burning trail ground is that great, to be honest. We're gonna go ahead and work our way towards the second sigil. I hate these spiders. They move along very creepily. It bugs me. Alright. Go with more experience gain, but I think I'm going to take the damage here. Can't really make use of it currently. And we also don't have a spell that we're casting on Link, so we want to focus on getting a secondary spell to cast. Maybe another aura. We'll just have auras casting auras. Seems to be like a solid... just all auras all the time. Seems to be a pretty solid choice to me. Let's go. Working our way. Working away. Second sigil. Okay. Like, look at the way they spring forward. It's very creepy. Like, I don't like spiders. If you've seen some of my old videos, I just don't like them. I think we should stop using them as enemies in video games. But that's just my personal thing. Slight arachnophobe. But the way they move, like, I don't mind the visuals in this game. It's actually fine. But the way they move is very creepy. So what do we want to go with here? I think we'll go with the mana regen. Just because nothing else help us out here. Like, we could put all of this on all of our passive stuff over here. Doesn't make a difference. Messes with my brain, but it makes it so we can have another spell if we wanted to. Oh, look at the farm that's going on now. It's so much destruction. This is so much better. I think we might take this aura here. I mean, the toughness could be fine, but we're doing pretty good with 5 health currently. Let's go. Let's go. Got a really nice farm going on now. I think I could just sit here for a little while after the sigil. So what do we want to take here? I think we take pain. We get the damage upgrade. Quite good. Quite good. What do we want here? 50% more damage and cooldown time plus spell speed. I think probably going to go with the precision strike here. Good amount more damage, makes us cast a little bit faster. And the cooldown on our cast goes down so we can cast more of it. Just absolutely destroying things right now. A Ring of Destruction. This kind of reminds me of like Burning Rage from Path of Exile, if you are familiar with that game. That's what it's making me think of right now. So what do we want to take here? I think freezing, maybe. Start leveling up our freezing. Let's go. Make our way to the bottom left. We're just we are a total like little death ball right here. Do we want cooldown time, experience gain, or mana regen? Take the mana. That'll get us a level up there. There we go. Mana time. So 60% mana regen plus movement speed, or mana regen plus XP gain. Let's go with great potential. I do think we have great potential. I'll do that. I'll put it over there. I don't know why, but that's what we're doing. Just absolute total XP farm right now. And like we're barely using any mana to do this. Oh! Killed everything on screen. That's cool that it still dropped the experience. That's actually quite good. Better than I thought. Maybe we go with cooldown time here. Be able to cast these auras even quicker. Sure. We'll go ahead and put the other freeze over on this aura. Make our way to the second guardian. Look at that. It's so much. It's so many things. Now splitting plus the aura is quite good. Oh no. Gnome King fires at us. Please don't. Oh, he is an actual... I never noticed this before. He's a bunch of little, like, the candle... I guess they're gnomes. I kept calling them candles. Now that he's called the Gnome King, I see that they are indeed gnomes. They look like candles. What can I say? So... Conditions last twice as long as enemies. Press spacebar to dash a short distance, dealing damage equal to your enemies, equal to your level, or any projectile shoots in opposite direction. Probably the Ivory Knight here. Get a potential escape tool if we need it. It looks like that. Start making our way to the third sigil. I really like the concept of this game. The ability to like combine runes and get different effects. I would like to see just more added to the game, like more permutations. Like I'm sure because it is in early access, I'm sure that will happen. Or I would not be surprised if it did. Right now, it just seems like maybe balance. Maybe it's balance that is the thing that I'm a little worried about. Because I've not had success with some of the other things, but for some reason, aura and just stacking focus and like splitting and focus and stuff like that on the auras have seemed to do quite well. What do we want to take here? Maybe the force. Work our way towards that third. Yeah, we are just crushing it right now. Black hole of death. I could just sit here. Fine. Although we are starting to use quite a bit of when I'm just constantly holding down the attack button, we are just draining through our mana at the moment. What do we want to take here? The force. Get the hammer upgrade. What do we got? So 10% damage and 100% knockback. 50% knockback, but 2 bounces and 5 spell speed. I don't know how bounce affects auras. Or 10% damage. And I don't know how Pierce would affect aura either. I think we're going to go with this middle option. Now, you know what? I say that because I was curious how bounce works, but I think we're just going to go with the straight damage and knockback on it. That seems good. Doesn't even seem like knockback is actually... maybe there's a little bit of knockback going on. Oh, that is actually... That nuking the entire screen every 2 minutes is actually a lot more effective than I had first assumed it would be. I mean, I thought it was going to be good. It is quite good in this specific game. But we are like 8 minutes into this. Or 8 minutes survived. We're significantly further into the video. Emotion bot 5000. I don't know why it's called emotion bot. That's interesting. Like those little block, like spike blocks from like Mario or something. Oh, he's got a lot of health. Well, he's not very threatening at the moment. Like he's not like charging into us or anything. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot. We're just chunking through him right now. There we go. Make our way in. Make our way to the... We are doing a considerable, sizable portion of damage at the moment. Go ahead and get this freeze. Oh, we got all 3 freeze runes. Let's go ahead. Upgrade. What do we got? Probably go with the distant ice. I still don't know why we would want to increase our cooldown time. So yeah, let's go with the distant ice. And just because my brain wants to sort that out. There we go. Alright, go ahead, get this. There we go. Okay, the Necromancer's Hand. Every 2 seconds. And it's only a 0.2% chance of dropping a healing item. Oh man, what does this do? Enemies affected by both freezing and burning take double damage and spread. Well, that is insanely good. Gonna take that. We do currently do both, correct? Oh no, we never took burning on this specific build. We will take burning. That's the next thing we're going to take when we're offered it. Do we want to go with another rune? Or another aura, rather? Yes, we do. Fourth and final sigil. Let's make our way to the final sigil and then the final boss. So what do we want to take here? I might take... you know what? Let's take the experience. I kind of actually... I'm not gonna lie, because these are over here. I'm gonna move them back. I forgot we had them for a second. My brain sometimes works in mysterious ways. I'm getting some good farm though. I kind of want to sit here for a minute. Do we take the shield? Now let's go with the cooldown. There's actually, I don't know if no, there is a cooldown on the linked spells, but they don't have a cost, so mana cost reduction would do nothing for them. But they are cast for free because they are cast on kill. The kill is the cost for that spell. Yep. There we go. Nimble hands, dexterous hands. Go. Streamline, so minus 35%. Minus 25% plus 2 split. That seems pretty good. I think we're going to go with the plus 2 split. We'll add 2 more little waves to the ground. Ooh, that was big. That was big. Huge. Huge damage. Now we're at the point where I'm kind of curious if linking up here would do anything. I highly doubt it. Although we could get the experience. I think we just take that. Maybe experiment if we get something that won't help us upgrade. Oops. Did not mean to do that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Upgrade. 30% experience gain. I mean, is that not less than... No, they were each 10%. They were each 10%. Okay. One link spell and hit, minus 20% XP gain, or 10 XP gain, plus 2 rune options. Meh. Yeah, sure, we'll go with versatility. I don't think that this is worth it. Maybe getting the plus 30 would have been fine, because it condenses 3 spaces down to 1. That would have been fine. I don't like the other options, though, that we were given, even though I did pick one of them. Not a big fan of it, though. Oh, I apologize for the flashing lights. Hold on 1 second. Oh, we can't go to options. Ugh. Apologies. I did not know there was going to be this much flashing. We might want to have the ability to go from, like, affect those options from this menu. Go take the aura. Get a secondary aura. I think we're going to take the massive aura for this one. Yeah, definitely. Our secondary aura isn't even that strong. Our main aura is just absolutely like a destructive force of nature currently. So many like random XP things all around. Okay, we wanted to take the burning so we can make use of our little relic we got earlier. Gonna go ahead and do that. Build is really good. Again, it definitely reminds me of something like Burning Rage from Path of Exile, where it's just this giant ring around our character. I mean, we are manually casting it. It's not automatic, but still pretty good. This run is doing considerably better than our other runs have done. So, fire, always good. And we have finally approached the final sigil. So much damage. They're like glowing like white hot. And it is making me feel so good. The endorphins flowing, yes, this is quite fun. Quite fun. This is massive burning bodies heading towards us. That's a terrifying thought. Just a giant blob of burning bodies rolling across the plains, I guess. That was the first thing I thought of. Let's go. I can just sit here. We're just chilling. We're chilling. Not even a problem. No problem at all. Barely an inconvenience. Upgrade that. What do we want here? I think we'll just go with the wildfire. Ooh, big hit. Okay, so these green blobs are just like a ton of experience. I take those and track down the final guardian. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Get out of my way. I've got a date with destiny. Alright. Oh, he does a little like dash attack. Good to know. It's kind of weird to like know when he's gonna do it, but which way he's just gonna do it basically where you were standing. So not too bad. Not too bad. There's a lot of enemies just crowding in us. Crowding in on us. I feel very comfortable and confident about this right now. Oh, we took a big hit there. Oh, took another big hit. Took another big hit. Gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? We made it to the end. Earned 92 gold. All right, we gotta return to the main menu. So that was Runic. Now I'm gonna give my thoughts on the game here. I like the concept of combining different runes to kind of affect spells in various ways. That is really cool. And even currently in the game, the amount of permutations that can happen from combining things is sizably large, but it also feels very limited. Because there are only 4 default spells that we can cycle through, there's not a lot of initial options. There are a ton of like modifiers. So like we have splitting, we have damage, we have knockback, we have like a bunch of different things like that, which is fine. But the fact that there's only 4 base spells to be cast that can be modified, that's a little weird to me. There probably should be a couple more. I assume there's going to be. The game is currently in early access. I assume that the dev is like taking feedback and adding more things to the game. From what I've read, that is the case. But the game is only like $3 on Steam, so it is an absolute steal. I think it is definitely 100%. I think it is definitely good. It is valuable. I enjoyed my time with it. I've spent like probably close to an hour and a half playing so far. I think the graphics, the pixel art in this is a little weak. Games of this genre, they tend to be very simple, which I like, don't get me wrong, but it is lacking a little bit of charm, in my opinion. For what it's going for, it's quite good. I think the sound design, it needs some more music, it needs some more bangers. The initial track is not bad, but hearing it over and over again does get a little repetitive. With all that being said, for the price of admission, I definitely think that it is worth it. I'm very curious and excited to see where it goes. The ability to really affect your spells and what is going on is awesome to me. I love things like that. It's similar to something like Path of Exile, where slotting in your little different gems and stuff and changing things around is very impactful to the type of build you're working on, and I like that for this genre. But if you did enjoy this game, I will leave a link in the description to it on Steam, where you can go ahead and check it out. If the game does well on the channel, maybe I might do a couple more runs of this. Anyway, my name has been Xenogard. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like down below, leave a comment if you're into that kind of thing, and maybe subscribe if you haven't already. I'm on my way to 100 subscribers. You can help me out with that, and I would be ever so grateful. Hope you have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, morning, night, whatever it is for you. Okay, bye.